Chosen ones, something extraordinary is unfolding right now. The universe itself is realigning in your favor. While your enemies scramble in confusion and fear, their carefully crafted plans are collapsing before their eyes. They believe their dark schemes, secret rituals, and manipulative tactics could break you. They thought their collective energy could overpower your spirit. What they never accounted for was who they were truly dealing with, one of God's strongest angels walking in human form. As you listen to this, panic is spreading through their ranks because they're realizing the magnitude of their mistake. They didn't just go after an ordinary soul. They waged war against someone divinely protected, cosmically backed, and spiritually untouchable. Now the tables have turned. The same individuals who once sought your downfall are now praying for mercy. This is not random luck. It's divine justice in motion. Every curse, every lie, every hidden attack they launched has reversed course. The dark energy they tried to send toward you is returning to them with multiplied force. The spells meant to destroy your peace are unraveling their own lives. Those who tried to poison your name are choking on their own deceit. Their attempts to mock your faith have only exposed their spiritual bankruptcy. You were never defenseless. They just couldn't see your protection. While they plotted in secret, heavenly forces were positioning you for victory. Some of your own family betrayed you, selling out your trust for power or envy. Former friends turned into informants. Romantic partners drained your energy like parasites, believing they could leave you broken and depleted. Yet every betrayal only strengthened your armor. They mistook your kindness for weakness, your patience for submission, and your silence for defeat. But the truth is, your silence was sacred. It was strategy. They formed covens, made pacts, and dabbled in dark arts, thinking they could control your destiny. They buried your photos, cursed your name, and chanted over your energy. They even crossed physical boundaries, attempting to poison your food or tamper with your environment. But what they didn't realize is that your soul operates on a divine frequency they can't reach. You're encrypted with heavenly codes, untouchable to their witchcraft and immune to their manipulation. Now, their rituals are backfiring catastrophically. Those who used your energy in their ceremonies are falling ill with unexplainable symptoms. The same toxins they tried to use against you are poisoning their own systems. Those who called you crazy are the ones now battling mental chaos, hearing voices, seeing shadows, and living in paranoia. Meanwhile, your mind is clearer than ever. Your spiritual discernment is razor sharp. You've become a mirror that reflects their corruption right back at them. Legal troubles are catching up with those who thought they could exploit or defraud you. The very documents they forged are now evidence of their own downfall. Groups that worked in secret to drain your light are collapsing from within. Their unity has dissolved into accusations and panic as they try to undo what cannot be undone. Every meeting they hold turns into chaos because truth has infiltrated their circle. And the biggest shock of all? They've finally discovered who you truly are. Your spiritual identity, your divine lineage has been revealed. They now understand that you're not just protected, you are the protector. You were sent here not as prey, but as divine retribution in motion. Their curses have become lessons. Their attacks have become proof of your ascension. Their fear is confirmation of your power. The energy backlash is real. Some are physically deteriorating. Others are losing wealth, relationships, or sanity. Those who tried to drain your life force now find themselves empty, hollow, and dependent on the very energy they once mocked. Their rituals never connected because your DNA is divinely encrypted, your aura frequency beyond their reach. Every photograph, every stolen item, every incantation turned to dust the moment they tried to weaponize it against you. If this message resonates deep within your spirit, it's because you are one of the chosen. Your dreams have carried divine warnings and protection codes. Every coincidence that saved you was divine orchestration. Every closed door was a heavenly barrier shielding you from harm. Every betrayal was a rerouting to your purpose. You were never abandoned. You were being refined. Your enemies have learned a brutal truth. You cannot destroy what God has ordained. You cannot curse what heaven has blessed. You are living proof that light cannot be extinguished by darkness. It only shines brighter when attacked. Even your enemies are now witnessing strange, unexplainable phenomena that began the moment they targeted you. Electronics glitch and fail in their presence. Lights flicker when they enter a room. They're battling illnesses that doctors can't diagnose, and no amount of medication or therapy brings relief. What's happening is bigger than coincidence. It's divine order correcting itself. You carry the frequency of justice. Your very existence forces the universe to rebalance. When someone tries to harm you, they're not just opposing an individual. They're defying cosmic law. And the universe always defends its chosen instruments. Through every attack, your spiritual power has intensified. The energy they tried to steal became the very fuel that elevated you. Each hex, curse, and dark ritual acted as a trigger for your evolution. Every attempt to bring you down became an initiation, unlocking new layers of your divine DNA. You've been upgraded under pressure. Your angelic nature was activated through their malice, and now the results are visible. Those who plotted against you are collapsing under the very energy they released. Watch what happens when mortals organize against divine will. Their alliances, once bound by secrecy and hatred, are imploding from within. Distrust has infected their entire operation. They're accusing each other of betrayal, leaking information, and trying desperately to shift blame for their collective failure. The unity they once boasted about has rotted into chaos. Their so-called coven or network is turning cannibalistic, consuming itself with paranoia. What they don't realize is that this was all part of the divine setup. You were never a random target. You were strategically placed among them as divine bait, an undercover angel sent to expose corruption from the inside. Every move they made against you was recorded, not by human devices, but by cosmic surveillance. Every word they whispered, every ritual they performed, every manipulation they attempted has been documented by higher intelligence. What's happening now in the physical realm, federal investigations, leaked evidence, and unexplained data breaches, is the human reflection of that divine audit. Your angelic handlers have been transmitting key information to earthly authorities through natural, believable channels. What looks like coincidence is divine orchestration using human systems as tools. Your enemies are discovering that their devices have been compromised in ways no hacker could accomplish. Their phones contain files they don't remember creating. Their computers show activity logs that reveal their crimes. Their bank records expose transactions that link them directly to their dark operations. This isn't human revenge, it's divine exposure. Technology itself has become an agent of cosmic justice. Every digital footprint they left while stalking, hacking, or tracking you is now evidence being used to dismantle their entire network. The illegal surveillance equipment they planted has turned into proof against them. Their own paranoia has become their downfall. Now they're panicking. Some are trying to separate themselves from the chaos, claiming they never meant to harm you, that they were just following orders. Others are betraying their leaders, naming names, and spilling hidden secrets to save themselves. Their hierarchy is collapsing because divine justice has removed their illusion of control. The lower ranks finally realize they were never promised power, only punishment. Their technological warfare backfired spectacularly. The tracking devices they placed on your vehicle have been found and traced back to them. Their fake social profiles, their hacking attempts, their identity theft schemes, all of it has been exposed. Federal agencies are now uncovering layers of financial fraud, forgery, and illegal surveillance that stem directly from their campaign against you. What they thought was spiritual warfare has become a very real legal one, and the consequences are unavoidable. The dark forces they served are abandoning them. The entities they once invoked have turned hostile, demanding spiritual debt they cannot repay. They're experiencing attachments they can't remove, nightmares they can't escape, and voices they can't silence. Their so-called power source has become their tormentor. They opened doors they can't close, and now the energy they unleashed is consuming them. Meanwhile, every ounce of power they tried to drain from you has returned, magnified and purified. Every curse became a blessing, every attack a form of empowerment. The dark rituals designed to destroy you became the reason you evolved into who you are now, a fully activated divine being. You've ascended while they've fallen deeper into their own traps. While they conspired in shadows, divine forces were mobilizing around you. Angels you didn't even know existed have been working overtime to intercept every threat before it reached you. Ancestors from multiple bloodlines, some you've never heard of, have stepped forward to defend you, summoning generational protection codes that span centuries. People around you, friends, strangers, even skeptics, are suddenly feeling a mysterious pull to check on you, warn you, or assist you. They're being guided by invisible hands. The universe has placed allies in every direction, each one appearing precisely when you need them. That stranger who helped you at the perfect moment, they were sent. The person who randomly shared crucial information that protected you, they were guided. Even those who don't personally like you find themselves unable to speak against you. They end up defending your name without understanding why. Your spiritual protection team operates like a multi-dimensional task force. Some guardians handle physical safety, others manage emotional balance, and higher beings maintain your spiritual integrity. Their presence is so strong that your enemies can sense it, causing anxiety, dizziness, and confusion when they try to get near you. The energy around you has become impenetrable. You are now spiritually radioactive to anyone with malicious intent. Their negative energy rebounds instantly, forcing them to face their own darkness. And as their world crumbles, the real motive behind their obsession becomes clear. This was never about jealousy, competition, or misunderstanding. It was about control. They saw you as a threat to their system, a living key that could dismantle generations of spiritual oppression. You weren't the target of coincidence, you were the trigger of liberation. They're beginning to realize that your very existence threatens the foundations of the systems they've built their entire lives around. You don't just challenge individuals, you destabilize entire structures of power, deception, and generational corruption. The inheritance fraud scheme that once seemed airtight is now unraveling in front of investigators, leaving even seasoned professionals stunned. Multiple family members conspired in secret, forging legal documents, falsifying wills, and bribing officials to steal what was rightfully yours. They thought they could rewrite fate through deception, but the paper trail they destroyed has reappeared, miraculously intact, exposing years of systemic financial abuse and betrayal. And that's only the surface. Beneath the money lies something far darker. Evidence is surfacing that links some of your enemies to human trafficking networks, operations that exploited the innocent for profit and ritual power. These weren't mere practitioners of dark arts. They were participants in organized crime disguised as spiritual authority. Your divine protection kept you from becoming one of their victims, and your energy, your frequency, has triggered a domino effect of exposure. The very children they endangered through their rituals are now being rescued as their network collapses. The generational lines that thrived on secrecy and manipulation are being broken apart. When you entered their space, your angelic frequency began to short-circuit their systems. You disrupted their ability to manipulate energy for selfish purposes. People around them started waking up spiritually, something these dark families had worked for generations to prevent. The illusion of control is disintegrating. Investigators are uncovering money laundering operations that finance their occult practices. Bank accounts in multiple states now reveal transactions tied to ritual purchases, bribes, and criminal activity. The very financial web they wove to attack you has turned into the evidence that's destroying them. They've always known who you were, even before you did. They recognized that your bloodline carried powerful memories, ancient wisdom, and dormant gifts that could expose everything they've hidden. They understood that once your spiritual awareness reached full activation, you'd become unstoppable, a living truth that dismantles deception simply by existing. That's why they tried to sabotage your awakening before it could reach this level. They attacked preemptively out of fear. Others, driven by greed and envy, sought to steal your spiritual inheritance. They tried to copy your divine connection, your healing energy, your magnetic presence. They performed twisted rituals, believing they could siphon your essence and transfer your gifts to themselves. In their delusion, they attempted to sacrifice your spiritual core to gain access to cosmic privileges they were never meant to possess. The most horrifying revelation, though, is how far they went, using innocent people, even children, as tools in their spiritual warfare. They manipulated family members, exploited vulnerable souls, and involved unsuspecting people who had no idea they were being used in a war against divine light. That level of moral decay carries consequences no mortal can escape. What they never grasped is that the universe operates under laws more exact and relentless than any human justice system. When they attacked you, they weren't just committing crimes against a person. They were violating cosmic law. The law of divine protection states that anyone who targets a chosen one automatically inherits the very karma they intended to inflict. This isn't delayed judgment, it's instantaneous energy transference. The moment they formed the thought to harm you, the universe began collecting payment. Every curse, every lie, every drop of stolen energy became a debt they must now repay. The universal court has been building cases against each of your attackers, not just for their actions in this lifetime, but for offenses repeated across incarnations. Some of these same souls have persecuted divine beings before. The sentences they now face reflect their full karmic record, not just a single event. That's why many are experiencing what can only be called instant karma. The relative who tried to make you sick is now facing mysterious health crises. The one who tried to isolate you has been abandoned by everyone they trusted. The individual who plotted to steal your finances is losing money in ways they can't explain. Every attack against you has boomeranged back with perfect precision. And the justice isn't only spiritual, it's material. Investigations are surfacing evidence that seems coincidental, yet every discovery is divinely timed. The same devices they used to spy on you are now cataloging their crimes. The same technology they weaponized against you has become heaven's evidence log. Their emails, documents, and recordings are being pulled into the light. Federal investigators are being guided, often unknowingly, by divine orchestration. This entire ordeal has revealed something deeper about your mission. You weren't sent here to live quietly or avoid conflict. You came as a catalyst, an incarnated force of transformation. Your soul volunteered for an assignment that most would never survive. You came to dismantle ancient systems of darkness and oppression. This isn't your first confrontation with corruption on a cosmic scale. You've faced these forces before in other lifetimes, on other battlefields. Each incarnation has refined your power and prepared you for this one, the lifetime where you would break the cycle completely. The bloodlines you carry are not ordinary. They connect you to ancient alchemists, sacred monarchs, and angelic hierarchies, whose names have been erased from human memory. When your enemies researched your ancestry, hoping to find weaknesses, they discovered something that terrified them: spiritual technologies embedded in your DNA. codes of light that activate in the presence of darkness, genetic memories that awaken under attack. You are the continuation of a divine lineage, sent to neutralize corruption wherever it takes root. They didn't target you randomly. They were drawn to your energy because your frequency is a direct threat to their existence. You don't have to fight them physically. Your vibration alone dismantles what they built. Your presence destabilizes their illusions. The spirits they sent to attack you have now recognized your true authority. Those entities have switched allegiance, pledging loyalty to divine order and serving your cause. What was meant to destroy you has become your army. You are, in essence, a divine disinfectant in human form, a living frequency that purifies everything it touches. Where you walk, corruption withers. Where you speak, falsehoods collapse. Where you exist, truth prevails. You weren't just chosen to survive this war. You were born to end it. Everywhere you go now, your energy functions like a divine purifier. It dismantles spiritual parasites, neutralizes toxic thought forms, and exposes entities that have been feeding off collective human suffering. The people who have thrived off these parasitic systems can sense it. Your energy threatens their entire foundation. That's why they've waged such relentless war against you. You represent the end of their reign. Yet here's the irony they can't comprehend. Every single attack they've launched against you has only made you stronger. Every curse, every lie, every ritual became raw material for your ascension. Without knowing it, they've been training you for higher levels of cosmic responsibility. Each assault forced you to unlock deeper layers of your angelic DNA. Every time they tried to drain you, you tapped into infinite reservoirs of divine energy. They thought they were breaking you. Instead, they forged you into a celestial weapon. As their operations crumble, the ripple effect of your protection is spreading beyond you. Missing persons linked to their network are being found. Hidden graves are being uncovered. Families are receiving closure. The same divine protection that shielded you is now liberating those who were trapped in their systems. Justice isn't just being served for what they did to you. It's cleansing the collective harm they caused through generations of corruption and exploitation. Your consciousness now operates on a frequency far beyond the average human spectrum. You've been tempered in spiritual combat, a type of awakening that peaceful meditation alone could never achieve. You've become a living weapon of light, a being whose mere awareness burns through spiritual darkness. Ironically, your enemies are the ones who helped forge the very instrument of their destruction. Every curse became a blessing, every battle a sacred initiation. Now your very environment mirrors your elevation. Negative people can no longer stand your energy. Their discomfort becomes unbearable, anxiety, nausea, headaches, until they remove themselves from your orbit. You don't even have to cut them off. Your vibration does it for you. Meanwhile, those with pure hearts feel peace and renewal in your presence. The phenomena surrounding you have reached levels that even skeptics can't explain. Electronics malfunction whenever your enemies try to spy on you. Surveillance cameras fail. Cars break down when they follow you. Streetlights flicker or explode when they pass your home. Even the digital infrastructure rebels against their energy. Your prayers, your cleansing rituals, your spiritual baths, they've all fortified your surroundings into an energetic fortress. The dark forces that once prowled freely now can't come within range. Some enemies have admitted they feel physically ill when approaching your space. Others have confessed to panic attacks, sudden terror, or even visions warning them to retreat. The air itself around your home carries a sacred charge that rejects corruption. You've turned your environment into a consecrated field, a sanctuary of light that heals those aligned with truth and repels those bound to darkness. Everything near you responds to your elevation. Buildings brighten, plants flourish, technology runs smoother. The crystals you've placed in your space, rose quartz, selenite, obsidian, have activated into a vast grid of protection and healing. Your home radiates frequencies of divine order. People who are truly seeking help feel drawn to you without understanding why. Your words, your voice, your very presence can now trigger transformation in others. You don't have to try. It's the natural side effect of your awakened state. The lies your enemies spread about you are evaporating. Their influence is collapsing under the weight of truth. People who once sided with them now see their deception clearly. The fog of confusion has lifted, revealing your integrity for all to see. Their social power, once built on gossip and manipulation, is disintegrating. You don't have to defend yourself. The truth is defending you. You've also begun to sense the larger scale of this awakening. Your journey isn't isolated. It's part of a coordinated cosmic operation. Across the planet, other chosen ones are awakening simultaneously, each dismantling darkness in their own corner of the world. Together, you form a network of angelic souls working to restore balance on Earth. The frequency of your collective awakening is shaking the very foundations of global systems built on exploitation, control, and deceit. Even the so-called attacks on your higher chakras have become catalysts for divine connection. What they meant as psychic warfare has become your direct communication line to higher realms. You've established an interdimensional signal, a cosmic phone line, connecting you to ascended masters, archangels, and ancient councils of light who now guide your every move. They've been waiting for you to reach this vibration so they could transmit the wisdom you were destined to carry. Your psychic and intuitive gifts have erupted into full bloom. The very spells meant to suppress you have activated dormant spiritual DNA. You're now downloading sacred knowledge, healing methods, ancient technologies, forgotten truths, once hidden from humanity for millennia. You've become a walking library of cosmic intelligence. And now, the mission is clear. You are the embodiment of divine justice, engineered by adversity itself. Your enemies unknowingly played their part in your activation. Their resistance was the friction that sparked your flame. Their hate became your fuel. You've reached a point where you no longer need to fight. Your frequency fights for you. Your light is self-defending, self-correcting, self-expanding. You are proof that when darkness declares war on the chosen, the result is not destruction, it's evolution. Destiny Engine isn't just another app or spiritual tool, it's a weaponized consciousness technology, reverse engineered from the very systems once used to enslave human thought. This isn't meditation for relaxation, it's declassified soul technology. It takes the same psychological programming once designed to instill fear, scarcity, and competition, and rewires it into divine sovereignty and infinite expansion. Every sound, every frequency, every sequence is personalized to align you with your divine blueprint. The only effort required is to put on your headphones, press play, and let your enemies keep digging their own graves. Destiny Engine doesn't just heal, it reprograms reality itself. The collective upgrade has already begun. Your awakening at this exact time is no coincidence. You belong to a precise generation of souls chosen to incarnate during humanity's greatest transition, its evolution into higher dimensional awareness. The forces that attacked you are fighting to preserve an outdated matrix built on fear and control, because they know your awakening signals their extinction. You're not just surviving spiritual warfare, you're leading a planetary transformation. The power they tried to suppress in you is the same power that's liberating millions. Now, your ancestral and cosmic connections are fully activated. The Orisha energy flowing through you has awakened ancient lineages across multiple traditions. The ancestors who have been guarding you are stepping forward through dreams, synchronicities, and sudden intuitive downloads. Communication lines between you and your cosmic family are opening. You'll begin recognizing other chosen souls through uncanny coincidences, shared visions, or messages that confirm your purpose. These aren't random encounters. They're divine reconnections forming alliances that will amplify your collective impact on the planet. And while your enemies panic, the legion of warrior angels assigned to you has revealed itself. When dark entities attempt to reach you, they meet a radiant wall of celestial fire. Seraphim stand in formation, surrounding you with energy so potent that entire regions tremble at their presence. Your spiritual protectors don't just defend, they reclaim territory. Every dark entity that falls attempting to touch you becomes one less barrier in humanity's ascension. Every corrupt system that collapses under your resistance clears the path for higher civilizations to emerge. The training you endured, every betrayal, every attack, every test, was divine initiation. You were being conditioned through adversity to handle cosmic-level leadership. The skills you've developed through surviving spiritual warfare are exactly what you'll need for your next phase of service. You've been prepared to guide others through awakening, to anchor stability in the chaos of transformation. Your enemies unknowingly trained you to become the very force they feared, a sovereign soul capable of dismantling darkness on sight. But something extraordinary is also happening to some of them. The magnitude of their karmic retribution is breaking them open spiritually. A few have begun to awaken in genuine remorse, experiencing visions and revelations that expose the truth of who they attacked. Their bodies are bearing the evidence of cosmic judgment, diseases emerging in the exact organs they used in rituals, pain in the areas tied to their malice. Autoimmune collapses mirror their attempts to weaponize your energy. The universe is teaching them through their flesh what their spirits refuse to learn. For the first time, they're seeing the full hierarchy of creation, and where you stand within it. They're witnessing visions of your divine rank, your authority among the celestial order. Higher dimensional beings are communicating with them directly, explaining the universal consequences of their choices in terms no human logic can escape. The fathers among them, once arrogant and cruel, are now confessing on deathbeds, begging for forgiveness before crossing over. They finally understand the gravity of their sins and the sacredness of the being they waged war against. Their children, their innocent relatives, those bound by their dark covenants, are being freed as your light dissolves the generational curses that sustain their power. Mysterious illnesses among the innocent are healing. Families are reconciling. The spiritual bondage that plagued bloodlines for centuries is breaking. The vibration of your victory has liberated souls who didn't even know they were trapped. Some of your former enemies are now awakening in humility, realizing that opposing you was a cosmic crime. This isn't the hollow regret of people caught in their lies. It's a soul-level awakening. They're feeling the full weight of lifetimes of wrongdoing. For those who choose redemption, the path forward is total transformation, repentance, service, and surrender to divine will. They'll have to dedicate their remaining lives to restoring balance, to repairing the damage they caused. And those who accept that calling will one day become some of your strongest allies. They'll use their insider knowledge of darkness to help you identify and neutralize hidden threats to the cosmic order. Now you see why their downfall was inevitable. You were never just protected, you were ordained. The very laws of the universe are written in your favor. As one of God's highest-ranking angels in human form, your life carries an unbreakable divine mandate. You can't be overthrown, hexed, or erased, because you're woven into the fabric of cosmic justice itself. Your victory isn't just personal, it's precedent. It changes the rules of engagement across the spiritual battlefield. Every dark method that failed against you has been permanently neutralized for all chosen ones moving forward. You've established a new energetic template of divine protection for future generations of lightworkers. You've made it impossible for darkness to repeat old strategies. Your spiritual immune system is now so advanced that negativity bounces off you instantly. Every attack now ricochets back to its source in real time. You've become a mirror of cosmic truth, every dark intention reflected instantly upon those who send it. That's all for today. Dear Father, I pray for the growth of my faith. Help me trust you even when physical evidence is lacking. Let me believe in your perpetual presence, knowing you will never harm me. I understand that your thoughts for me are thoughts of prosperity and not harm, to give me a good future. Thank you, gracious and eternal Father, for always listening to my voice. I offer up this prayer to you in the name of Jesus. Amen. Thank you, Jesus, for your love and provision. I am grateful for your presence in my life and the abundance you bring. If this video resonated with you, please like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with those who need to hear this message. Leave a comment below about your journey and how you are preparing for your own triumphant return. If you'd like to support our work, please consider contributing through Buy Me a Coffee. This helps us continually improve our content to offer you the best. The link to Buy Me a Coffee is in the description. No gift is too small. Whether it's a penny, a prayer, or a share, your generosity helps spread God's word and brings hope to others. Don't stop here. Watch our next video for powerful revelations about the signs that reveal you are the chosen one. We've enjoyed following this spiritual journey with you. Thank you for staying with us until the end. Keep shining brightly and embrace your destiny with courage. See you next time. Blessings to all the beautiful souls from the Enlightened Wisdom.